What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I got 4 fragrances that came in from Aroma Concepts, 2 of which are their fragrances. We've got Haya Gold Intense, which their stuff's typically not clones. So Danielle Rene Jawhari. Not familiar with either. They're Aroma Concepts originals, so we definitely go check those out after the fact. And then 2, this one I actually had a lot of requests to check out. We've got Appletini, because everybody that's been watching knows I'm a huge fan of the Moscow Mule one. That's Killian's Blue Moon Ginger Splash. I always get the name wrong. I believe this is Apple Brandy on the Rocks. So pretty excited to check that out. Love the bottles on those. And then I never heard of this one prior. We got Oud Holidays in the Pendora scents line. And I literally, at the recording of this, last night, ordered some Mancera and Montal fragrances from Fragrance Buy, and I bought Montal Oud Island. And that's the first thing that came to mind with Oud Holidays and an island here. So I have a feeling this is Oud Island from Montal. I don't know. We'll see. I haven't smelled it. When we see the notes, we'll know. I would think, because I immediately comes to mind. I bet you this is it. So I'm pretty excited to check these out. For those of you not familiar with Aroma Concepts, you can check them out down below. They're an official distributor for Paris Corner. As you can tell, they are starting to make some of their own original fragrances as well. So just because they sent them to me doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean you're going to hear pure positivity. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit. And if it falls in between, I'll tell you why I think it falls in between. So let's bust these open. Stay tuned. So I'm like super curious if this is Oud Island or not. So we're going to start with Oud Holidays, because I mean, that's just so ironic to me. I bet you this is it. My gut's telling me it is, because I ordered it last night. I had somebody in one of my live chats recently tell me about it, and I was like, ooh, I bet I'd like that. And I saw a fragrance bar. I stocked it among some. I bought a More Cafe, Eternal Oud. I bought 6 fragrances. This is hefty. Same bottle as their Arabian's Tonka clone, which is phenomenal, by the way. Love this kind of limey green, high-vis yellow type of thing they got going on. More green than yellow, but let's give it a spritz. See what we're working with. So, I get sunscreen and leather. And I can tell you now, because I looked at the notes last night for Oud Island. And that's white florals like tuberose, a black leather accord, citruses, oud, and I forgot what else. Because I remember the note breakdown. And I get dark leather and sunscreen. So I'm going to go out on a limb that this is the same damn fragrance. And if this is almost like Mancera Holidays, Eau de Soleil Blanc from Tom Ford, Beach Walk, like think of all of those typical sunscreen solar fragrances. Now add leather. Here you go. It's that with leather. That's what it smells like. I love the sunscreen type of fragrance. It's a little powdery already, too. This is lovely. This is lovely. I got to say, for those of you, you know who this is for? This is for someone that lives in at the beach and wants to keep the beach vibe going. That summertime feel in the cooler months, because this has density and depth and leather. And in case you weren't aware, I live 3 minutes away from the beach, and we're slowly starting to get the fall weather. We get the cooler days and everything. So this is a fragrance for me specifically. Yeah. I bet my wife's going to like this. I don't know how she'll feel about the leather specifically, because it's a darker leather. But it's freshened up. This is nice. Let's pull up the notes on Aroma Concepts website.
A few minutes later.
Okay, so it's not on their US site. It's on their UK site. So just to let you guys know, apparently it's not available in the States from their website yet. It's 33. I want to say that's euros. I'm terrible with the foreign exchange, because to me in North America, who uses US dollar, every other currency is foreign exchange to me. So anyways, so notes are Sicilian bergamot, tangerine, and Italian lemon. The mid is black leather, sandalwood, oud, solar notes, flowers, and Indian tuberose. Yeah, this is Oud Island. Yeah, solar notes, black leather, tuberose, the citruses. Okay, so we got vanilla, tobacco, amber, labdanum, and musk. That labdanum's going to add an ambery facet, probably add to the leather accord that they have here. Tobacco is interesting because there's not like a heavy earthy tone, and I don't distinctively smell tobacco. It smells like a Mancera or a Montal fragrance. It does. Like, there's no two ways about it. It smells like that similar type of like there. It's a beachy oud. This is a beachy oud. And Montal Tropical Woods is a beachy oud, but that's more of a fruity beachy oud. That's got like exotic fruits and stuff, whereas this is citruses, bergamot, tangerine, and lemon. That was fruits like I think passion fruit and stuff like that with a funky oud. It's a very tropical oud, you know, whereas this is beachy oud. Tropical and beachy are a little different. Because beachy is going to put you in the sand on the beach, hence the sunscreen smell, salt water, stuff like that, which this doesn't have the saltwater aquatic, but the tropical stuff's usually the exotic fruits. Or you could have a combination of it between the two, but usually got to have some tropical fruits going on to get that tropical feel, right? So, easy 8.5 out of 10 here for me. I'm digging this like a lot. Like seriously, like I'm wearing it today a lot. Yeah. Oud Holidays. Like, if I like the cologne this much, I can't wait because I have the original coming. I can't wait to smell the original because cologne's damn good. Doesn't smell cheap quality. I bet it's going to be super long lasting because it's really strong coming off the skin. Yeah. Pendora Scents Oud Holidays. Montal's Oud Island. I can't wait to compare it between this and the original because this is pretty damn good. Okay, so we started off hot. Now we're going with Appletini in the Mawj line. Yeah, it's sitting a little crooked. The glass isn't frosted like a Moscow Mule. That's okay. That's okay. I like the green tone to it and everything. So I have smelled apple brandy on the rocks. I have a decant around here somewhere. Me and Justin did a few blind decant swaps, and that was one of them. I don't distinctively remember it so well, but to say how accurate it is. But we'll just talk about how good or bad it smells and what accords I get, because that's what's most important. I get it out in the air, just throwing it out there, a little bit of an apple juice kind of thing going. What is that? What is that? What is that? Loads of green apple, but apple Jolly Rancher. Boozy apple Jolly Rancher. But there's a particular fragrance that's coming to mind. Boss Bottle. The apple in Boss Bottle. The original Boss number 6. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, now that I get that out in the world, that's what I'm getting here. I'm getting like a boozy Boss Bottled. I don't know how many of you agree with that have smelled apple brandy on the rocks. I don't know, or have smelled this. I kind of get boozy Boss number 6. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. This is another really good one. So they have a third one in the line that clearly I need to get, because this is 2 for 2. A little bit of a creamy sweetness hanging out in the backdrop because it's very watery right. Literally making my mouth water. It's very watery right now at this point. That is lovely. That is lovely, and the bottles are awesome too. Added bonus. I mean, not the most important thing, but some people really like the bottles, you know? It's a nice bottle. I'm digging this. I don't like it more than Moscow Mule, but I do like it a lot. Do I like it more than Oud Holidays? That's like what I'm contemplating right now. I don't know. Let's look at notes. First and foremost, let's see what's up here.
12 seconds later.
Hey, Appletini is $40 US before the 10% off. So, same going rate as the other. Cardamom, bergamot, apple, rum, brandy, pineapple, vanilla moss, ambroxan, and cedar. It must be the sandalwood, apple, I guess the rum, the way it's coming across, the cedar. This cedar could be giving me almost a little bit of that sharpness, because Boss Number 6 has this sharp wood smell, even though, because it's like that whole apple pie thing, right? So you got this crisp green apple smell with this spicy wood accord, and that spice is cinnamon. Where here you have cardamom, but you take that apple cardamom cedar, and it gives a similar effect to where it smells like boozy Boss Number 6 to me. Almost like, now I'm remembering the fragrance, Lacoste Pour Homme, but instead of that being plum, it's apple. Because I've always thought Lacoste Pour Homme kind of smells like boozy Boss Bottled. So kind of similar effect here, but clear apple, not plum. Yeah, it's damn good too. This 8.5 as well. Paris Corner, man. So, I say it all the time, like, because everybody's so competitive right now. Your Fragrance Worlds, Lattafas, Armafs, Afnan, all of them. They're so competitive with one another that they all have to step their game up to compete with the other. Oh, man. Yeah. It's a banger. There's no two ways about it. It's even more wearable than Oud Holidays would be, because that's going to speak to a certain person. To be a leather sunscreen fragrance, not everybody's going to get down with that. Like, it really fits my daily life. I pass by the beach going to the gym 5 days a week. You know what I mean? Like, I'm always seeing the beach, even if I'm not always on the beach. So, really fits my world. Whereas not everybody's going to feel that way about the black leather sunscreen fragrance. You know what I mean? It's very beachy, but very different. I like it. But this is much more wearable. More people would get down with this one. It has that inviting, fresh, fruity smell. Woods, spice, everything going. Just it's really good. It's not over the top boozy to smell like you've been drinking, but distinctive booziness. Again, boozy Boss Number 6. I stand by that. Yeah, it smells exactly like that. Appletini. 8.5 out of 10. Well, Aroma Concepts, you have some big shoes to fill, because Paris Corner, the two from them, have delivered so far. So I have not even the slightest clue what I'm getting into here with these, or what they're supposed to smell like, if they're heavy fragrances, light fragrances. Got a similar thick glass base to kind of like the Ancre Noir line, with a much bigger cap. That's don't drop this on your foot. All right. See what we're working with. Ooh, big wide mist. Ooh. This might be a haul full of really good stuff. Do not buy all of these if I like all of them. Some of you go crazy with my opinion, and I appreciate that. I appreciate the trust, but it doesn't mean you got to buy everything, you know. If you want to buy something, pick what sounds the best. If you're going to blind buy something, go after, you know. Oud, but what is that? Like licorice in oud. And something sour? It's different, it's good, but it's not like, oh shit. You know, it's not amazing. A little medicinal. Definitely has a Middle Eastern feel to it. There's some real charm here, but it's a situational fragrance for me. This isn't something I would recommend to wear every day. Let's pull this one up. I'm super intrigued about these notes.
12 seconds later.
So $55 before any codes. Orange, passion fruit, bergamot, cotton candy, coffee, brown sugar, heliotrope, honey, lily of the valley, vanilla, tonka bean. Why did I get like this medicinal oud smell? This is like oddball in a good way, because it's different. I could have swore there was like some strength. There's like this medicinal oud feel to it. That's faded, though. Maybe it's because I know it's not there. Now all of a sudden I don't smell it. The mind can do a lot of things when it comes to your senses. The mind can play the tricks, right? Cotton candy kind of makes sense because it's a different type of sweetness here, but it's not like, oh, that's cotton candy. It doesn't like jump out at me that way. I'm looking at these notes. Honey, brown sugar, but coffee. It doesn't distinctively smell it. Not a brewed pot of coffee. The bean, if anything, coffee bean. Not even ground up coffee because that's more of a robust smell. This one's different. It doesn't blow me away. It excites me because it's different. But I don't think it's my taste. It's getting much fruitier. Passion fruit orange bergamot. A little bit of honey. It's not like dripping with honey, though. Like, it's not really too much of anything. Like, everything is just kind of balanced in unison. It's different. Wearability is a little... It seems like it's more of an evening fruity scent to me. I don't think this is a, serious daytime wear. The coffee's coming out a little more. I'm thinking 7.5. It's very good. It doesn't have the same level of wearability to me as Appletini and Oud Holidays, but it's definitely different. It does not remind me of a single fragrance. Nothing is coming to mind. So that alone gives it some serious merit because it's so difficult to make something original in this climate at this point. It's getting a little powder. It's changing pretty rapidly. And it's not a heavily synthetic smelling fragrance. This is just some unnatural chemical thing going on. Like, it's definitely the highest quality smelling fragrance so far. Like, let's call it affordable niche because of the price bracket here. Because it does smell really good quality, but like I'm just so perplexed. That's why I'm so like all over the place with the body language and my thoughts. It's just like, I don't know. I'm trying so hard to piece it together with something to throw at you to relate. Like, kind of think this opening or maybe the accords from this. I got nothing. That's a good thing. I got nothing. It changes every time I go to smell. It's more complex than you might think. That note breakdown offers a lot to the imagination, and as you smell it, the imagination continues to run wild. So yeah, I gotta get to know this one more. So I'm gonna go with because it's not gonna get some crazy good rating, but it's definitely not even close to an average fragrance. So we're gonna go very good 7.5 out of 10 with strong potential to grow. So here we go. Aroma Concepts by Rene, Jawhari. I'm excited about Haya Golden Intense now because the Aroma Concepts fragrance we just smelled was like nothing else I've smelled before. So oil sample included. Well, okay then. Good to know. There is indeed. That is a rather large. Is that a roll-on? That's a roll-on. So, those of you like the perfume oils to really make ridiculous longevity, yeah, you can go to town. See what we're working with here. Ooh, I like the bottle. Definitely strong Middle Eastern feel to the look of the bottle, but it's got heft, thick base to the glass. I like the ridging to it. Cap holds really well. Clicks into place. Pretty good quality of this build. Atomizer lined up. It's the little things, right? Sprayed right away, but look at this. Ooh. Fruity Fresh. Best atomizer of the bunch. This is the best bottle of the bunch. It's hard to even click on. This is the best bottle of the bunch. From build, aesthetic, and atomizer. Best bottle of the bunch. Super fruit. Juice, but not over the top sweet. Like it's more realistic citrus. when I say super fruits. Like bowl of citruses more than anything else. Okay, this is the most mass appealing anybody can enjoy fragrance of the bunch. This is nothing crazy unique, but this is the highest level of wearability for the most amount of people, I think. My opinion, of course. That's orange, that's tangerine, perhaps. Some bergamot. Like, this color is fitting because I'm getting an orange juice type of smell to it. I want to see if orange and tangerine are in here.
More moments later.
Haya Gold Intense EDP is $48 before any discounts. And we've got rose, bergamot, nutmeg, jasmine, amber, agarwood, sandalwood, patchouli. I would not have guessed that's the note breakdown because it's over the top fresh. The rose is soft. There's a touch of powder. It's a very soft rose. It's not rosy. I thought there was orange citrus in here because I got orange. Maybe it's the mind playing tricks on me with the color scheme. I was getting an orange smell. Apparently it's loads of bergamot and the other notes are making it change. It's a different citrus smell. Maybe it's a lot of this amber accord. But agarwood, oud, I would have not guessed oud at all. At all. Soft touch of rose, a bit of nutmeg spice. All that makes sense. I get a woody nuance. I get warm, so amber makes sense. But patchouli, it's not an earthy patchouli, and maybe it's later. But in the opening, no. In the opening, I get super juicy citrus, thick citrus. I could have swore it was, I even said bowl of citruses. I didn't think it was going to be one. I thought it was going to be 3 or 4 citruses. It's just bergamot, supposedly. That's crazy to me. That's wild. I find that hard to believe. Elegant blend of rose and bergamot in the top notes. Yeah, because it's a nice soft touch of rose. It's not over the top. Creating an enchanting first impression as evolves, the heart reveals a rich infusion of nutmeg, jasmine, and warm amber. Plenty of the warm amber. Bringing the sophisticated and luxurious depth. Finally, the fragrance lingers with the earthy, opulent base notes of agarwood, sandalwood, and patchouli, leaving a lasting, unforgettable allure. Okay. So supposedly it's supposed to change into a more earthy fragrance as it dries down, but the opening is all the more inviting. Like, this note breakdown that I put on screen doesn't tell the tale of the level of inviting nature of this fragrance. Like, the inviting aspect of this aroma is not to be understated. So that's why I'm really focusing on that, because it is really, really, really nice to smell in the opening. And it doesn't make me think of another particular fragrance, which, again, is a testament to what they're trying to do, because they're making affordable stuff. These two are rather unique and very different. Very different fragrances, too. So I got to, tip the cap to Aroma Concepts. But, there's always a but, right? Everybody's got a but. There's always a but. This, for being as inviting and enjoyable to smell in the opening as it is not reinventing the wheel here. It doesn't, even though I can't think of a single fragrance it specifically smells like, it doesn't smell over the top unique. But the wearability to this one really gives it like a bonus point, if you will, or at least a half a bonus point. I think this one in particular is also an 8.5. It's on par to me for the likability, just personally, of what I got from Appletini and what I got from Oud Holidays. And all three of them make a diverse wardrobe of fresh. Different levels to fresh. And honestly, Oud Holidays not really all that fresh, but beachy sunscreen kind of stuff with dark elements. Appletini, loads of fresh with heavier elements. Loads of fresh with I haven't got to the dry down yet, but according to the write-up is heavier elements in the base. So I think you got 3 8.5s and a 7.5 here. And I think Aroma Concepts is doing a damn good job with their originals because their watermelon fragrance, Batik, that's really good. These are far better than that. Like, it's not even close. Their watermelon fragrance is crap compared to these two. Especially this one. This is the one. If you were considering one of these, this is the one. This is going to be the more interesting fragrance, but this is the highly wearable of the bunch. This is the one that's probably going to be the higher compliment factor. This one's got a higher likability, at least to me personally. Yeah, I am vibing with this one. Haya Gold Intense from Aroma Concepts. To me, absolutely an 8.5. Well, 4 good ones. 4 good ones. Nope, no shit in this haul. I'm always hoping for that to be the case. I don't want to smell anything I don't like. I prefer to smell things that I like. And I like all 4 of these. I do. Definitely wearing Oud Holidays here today. It really fits the tone of today. The black leather sunscreen. May not sound appealing, but I'm digging it. So thank you, Aroma Concepts, for sending these my way. I sure appreciate the opportunity to check these out. And on top of that, with wearing Oud Holidays today, I'm going to compare. I get to compare it to Oud Island in the upcoming week when that bottle comes in. So it's kind of funny that I happen to randomly get the clone when I just ordered the original and didn't know I was going to end up with both. Universe gives you little gifts here and there, right? So once again, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe before you leave. And I'll catch you on the next one. Y'all have a good one.